Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Into the Grid. It is a cyberpunk roguelike deck builder that looks really like it's got a really grungy hand-painted style that I dig, and a very strong like cyberpunk flair. And yeah, that's really all I know about it. So we're just gonna dive right in and see how it goes. I think we've got a bit of, looks like we've got a bit of a tutorial before we can dive in, but that should be fine. Welcome to the Grid. The Grid is a digital infrastructure runner's hack. Grids are comprised of clusters, virtual rooms that hold nodes. Nodes are the smallest functioning elements of the grid. Move the camera with WSD, rotate it, use the arrow keys to center your character using the space bar. Okay, every run, find the grid's node core node, and breach its mainframe. Click on the library node. So I might as well mention at this point that the demo for Into the Grid is available on Steam now. It just got a big update. So if you do want to dive in and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. Click on the node. Library. Extract some shards. Looks like we can some other things later. Extracting nodes will always provide shards. Shards are remnants of code that can be used as currency to buy things inside the grid. To move between clusters, you'll need to pass through gates. Check out that gate. But what about the other one? Fine. Okay. So we need a certain amount. Activity gate will be unlocked if all the nodes in the cluster are exhausted. So there we go. So we can also do exploit extra shards when extracting any nodes, or exploit 200 shards, but it costs me some resources that I don't have. Okay, gate's been automatically unlocked. Open the gate. Cluster has a watcher ice protecting it. Most clusters will have a watcher monitoring them. Place there to penalize your actions. Click on the library node. See another way you can interact with the node. While navigating the grid, some actions you take will increase your trace. Trace measures how aware of your presence the grid is. For every 10 points of trace gain, the grid will increase its alarm level, making the run more difficult and enemies more dangerous. The watcher in this cluster is an extraction watcher, which will increase your trace whenever you extract a node here, making it usually a free action to raise your trace. Try exploiting that library. Different nodes can be exploited for different effects. Exploiting a library node will increase the shard yield of every other node. Okay, but what about this one? Compiler. Choose a card, but it looks like it might increase. No, maybe it doesn't increase my alarm level. We'll see. Combat gate. Defeat all sentinels in either cluster. So defeat all sentinel ice. Okay, sentinels are the grid's defenders. Place there to fight any intruders and kick them out of the grid. Pinpoint their live location to the authorities or worse. Click on the node protected by the sentinel ice to start combat. And it looks like no matter what, that boosts threat. Everything you see is created by your console to provide you with information during combat. The console's integrity. Okay. Might be okay without seeing what those commands are behind me. So this is your console's integrity. How much damage it can take before it breaks. If it reaches 0, game over. Let's see. So that's ice integrity. There's its abilities. And if its turn, gains 10 barrier. Okay, playing cards costs clock, so it's standard energy. Should be fine. Yeah, do I want to swap to the other side? Let's see where I land on this. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll cover the left side, because it's just going to cover, the meter, but you can still see the 500 out of 500. Alright, so we have deal 20 damage, 20 barrier, 20 damage. You have 10 Vim. Instead, do 40 damage to all targets and decouple, but I don't have any Vim at the moment. Damage and damage. Oh, I say I have to aim for that. Playing cards has filled this yellow bar here. It's virtual memory. Many cards generate it. It's used to activate your commands and trigger some cards' conditional effects. You can see how much Vim a card generates by counting the yellow symbols beneath its clock cost. Commands are powerful skills that can swing a battle in the blink of an eye. Normally, any given command can only be activated once per turn, so keep that in mind. So we can draw a card, but no point in doing so. So unfortunately, I'm going to take some damage here. Okay, so if you used at least one command this turn, generate 1 extra Vim. So, I mean, might be worth it. Barrier, if you have 10 Vim, gain 40 barrier, and decouple. I don't know what decouple... Oh, not decouple, decompile. Are not reshuffled into your repo, so they're effectively burnt. Let's see. Oh, it's doing 50 damage to me. Okay, blue bar is my barrier. Some cards can penetrate it. Draw a card. There's some more barrier. I don't think I can do amped cyber shell here. Well, I mean I could. We just don't have the 10 Vim. But I can do unstable charge. Generates 1 extra Vim. Is that all it does? I guess so. Now, does barrier go away? It doesn't look like it. Or no, it does. Okay. So it's doing 50 damage to me again, which is not pleasant. Guess I'm just going to hit it for a bit. Unfortunately, this is going to be one of those, like, shooting fights where they barely do damage to me, I barely do damage to them. I'll probably do, like, an amped code slash to do a bunch. If I can. So they're doing 25, 37. So if I just pop both of these cyber shells, draw 3 cards, choose 1 to discard, I'm just going to use that for now. End turn, take no damage. I'm just prepping to take him out next turn. Because I can do code slash, amped code slash, and then final code slash. So we can get money and whatever this is. I'm going to pick that first, hash keys. Okay, we get both of them. That was enough to unlock the gate. After defeating that sentinel, you get a hash key. Hash keys are a resource used to rehash nodes and unlock some gates. They're mainly obtained by defeating sentinels. Now that the node doesn't have a sentinel on it anymore, you can interact with it. So we can choose a card with a boosted rarity, or extract some shards. Well, choose a card. So, Hoplite, attack common, 20 damage, 20 barrier. Rending code slash, 30 damage on hit, afflict debilitated, reduces outgoing damage by 30%, or 30 damage and 2 feral. Each point increases outgoing damage by 5%, decays by 1 point every turn. I actually think I might want to go for Rending Code Slash for 2 reasons. So, Hoplite does give me the barrier. The Debilitated kind of does the same thing. Because what's 30% of, say, 50? It's just a little shy of... It's like 17, give or take. I'm not great at math when it's not clean. Is it like 16? I think it's 16. 0.66, whatever. Anyway, but mainly this gives me 2 Vim, which we need, and 30 damage is a little bit better, so I'm going to go with that one. Okay, so I can't interact with this sucker, so I can't do anything to it. And like maybe my math ain't mathing. Sometimes it isn't. So Extraction Watcher. There's also 3 gates, inspect each one. I don't like tutorials. I could figure this out on my own. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, I could try and abandon the run, but I bet I can't. Okay. So once we investigate the gate. So spend a hash key to open that one. Using all nodes in either cluster, or spend a hash key. Exploit the intel node. Like, I feel like this is one of those where it could just give me, like, a small task list or some guides. Okay. Select that hash key to... Okay. Select a gate. Okay, there we go. Selected it. That's lucky you found a core node. Core nodes always have exceptionally powerful sentinel on them, known as the core keeper. Explore more before going for it, just to be set for the final battle. Okay. Wait, the source node. So, yeah, can't extract. This is the surface. This is the surface, the shop where you can exchange shards and other resources for cards, tools, and more. Feel free to browse and buy. Leave when you're ready, and remember, you won't be able to come back until you find another source node. Okay, so we have this. Reduce the cost of adjacent items by 25%. Oh, well, that's interesting. Let's see, unlock target gate, reveal an area on the grid. If you buy all adjacent items, reduce trace by 2. So, I have 200, so that doesn't give me enough for much. Generate 4 temp Vim, on hit, gain cached. Start your turn drawing an extra card. Each point represents duration in rounds, it's okay. Generate temp Vim, draw a card. So the fun guys are kind of easy to work with, and not terrible. I guess I'm going to buy Fun Guys at the very least, because they're a net 0 card. Do I want to buy the Adonis ad blocker? Yeah, it's a good defense. And once again, kind of net zero, so if I need more. Okay, so eliminate the Sentinel, go fight. I think for me, I just don't like tutorials that are extremely handholdy. Okay. That if it's just kind of letting me figure it out as I go along, I don't mind. So it's going to be hitting me for 50. I could just try and tank it. I don't hate that. Because this guy heals anyway. Okay, so 40 damage, 40 barrier. Well, tragically for me, I actually have no healing here. Fighting the grid, you may apply or receive debuffs. Let's see, statuses are above your integrity. Yeah, I know that. Vim. Okay, so I can get the 20 barrier. And we might as well do the unstable generator and just hit him again. Now, he did not heal because he didn't actually hurt me. Good. So, dealing 50 damage. And, I don't know, I guess I might as well hit him with the Rending Code Slash every time. Because it does 30 damage even if he's got 50 barrier to get through. I like the fact that this is presented as kind of more of a dungeon crawler. It feels good to me. Okay, draw 3 cards. Could do it. We could do... He's doing 30 damage and exposing me. I think I'm going to hit him with Amped Code Slash for now. Didn't do as much damage as I was hoping for. Okay. Oh, that doesn't actually burn my Vim. Only commands do. I think I'm just gonna wait. He's not gonna hurt me. And I'd rather keep my Vim up. So exposed. Increase incoming damage by a bit. That's fine. We don't need to worry about it. I was thinking those cards that required Vim would also reduce it, and the answer is nope. Okay, we can now rehash this one. Obtain an icebreaker. Disable target watcher or sentinel. Okay, so they can disable any ice instantly, whether it's sentinel or watcher. Explore the cluster behind this activity gate. So it has some incredibly useful nodes. Protected by an activity watcher, so using any of them in any way would greatly increase your trace. Using the icebreaker here, we'll disable it. So exploit every node here. So compiler, choose a card, extract, rehash. Well, hopefully we have some way of getting rid of cards. So 30 barrier, 20 grit. Start of your turn, generate Vim. Ooh. The protocols are cards that change the rules of combat. Once played, get decompiled afterwards. Add the one to your deck. So this one is just every turn, get 3 Vim. That's pretty good. I just want to look at the other ones. Gain 2 clock. Well, I guess it won't let me. But I actually kind of like the other ones too. I guess they're uncommon versus the rare. Upgrader. Upgrade a card. Yo. Okay. Cannot upgrade the cornucopia protocol. Interesting. So, Amped Cyber Shell makes it so it does not decompile. That's very good. Amped Code Slash just makes it so it does more damage. 45 damage, or 45 barrier, draw a card, gain a cash. That's pretty good. What's this one? Oh, does that just make it so it has an extra Vim? Eh. Re-enable your minor commands. Generate extra Vim. Eh. 2 debilitated is actually pretty good. I think on a personal level, let's go for the Adonis ad blocker, though. Let's see, driver. Choose a driver. Okay, start of each combat, generate 3 Vim. Every time you play 4 attack cards in a single turn, draw a card, or Code Slash cards deal 20% more damage. I think that's what I've got, so I might as well use that for now. I think once we're onto a real run, I'll have to care more. Okay, alarm level's gone up. Okay, alarm level's gone up, gates closed, sentinels spawn, so we just have to fight it to get out of here. Should be easy. It's a decent roguelike deck builder. It's still very Slay the Spire, but I like the fact that the battles are more dungeon crawlery looking, and the art's fantastic. So check the status of your drivers and their effects here. So yeah, all of these code slashes, including rending code slash. Okay, he's not actually hitting me here. So we can just wail on this sucker. I'm just gonna hit that for the Vim. We don't actually want to use it. Okay, so we get that. He's doing 30 damage. Oh, this is nothing. So what's Cash do? Draw an extra card. Alright, that's easy enough. Okay, they're permanent upgrades. Linger until end of combat, and we'll just hit him. Because he's not getting through my 45 barrier. It's actually a very easy enemy. Okay, now he's swinging for the fences. It just doesn't matter. Okay, combat rewards, some more stuff. Open the gate. Okay, now we can breach the... Let's see. Oh, commands. Oh, this is interesting. I can switch them. So, gain 2 grit. Every time you play a card this turn, generate Vim. Gain 2 feral, or draw a card. I don't remember what grit does. So, draw a card from the deck, gain 2 clock. Discard a card from your hand, reduces clock cost by 1 until end of combat. That's... I actually really like that. Choose 2 cards from your recycler, place them back in your hand so you can get things that you've gotten rid of. Draw 3 cards. Choose a card from your repo and place in your hand. Next non-protocol card you play this turn will be returned to your hand. I don't know if I like any of these. I'm gonna go for maybe the recollect. Do we even need that? Repo is just draw pile, which also is kind of good. I care not for any of these, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna go for those. Okay, good luck with the final battle, runner. But I wanted to go through the other door. Alright, fine. Oh, because we're out of hash keys. Okay, some sentinels have companion devices or independent parts called peripherals that aid them in combat. Disabling them is not mandatory, but it probably helps. Peripherals have their own separate integrity and subroutines. Must be targeted separately for single target attacks. Disabling a peripheral will set off its death trigger, which you can check here. So that stuns the ice, which is extremely good. I mean, start with that, then a rending code slash, amped code slash, end turn. So now I get my Vim, pop the fun guys. So he's doing 50 damage to me. Let's see. Now I could do amped Cyber Shell, but I think we leave that. He's just doing 50. That's not enough to, like, really concern me here. I'm just gonna expend that. Because now that one's just free. Deal 40 damage on hit inflict exposed. I mean, hit him with that, 28 damage. Probably just burn both of those. I should probably burn amped code slash, just to get it out of the draw pile. It's good, it's just not amazing. Okay. Yeah, that's free. We very much want to just charge the extra Vim. Okay, he's not hitting me for anything. I'm actually just going to discard that, make it free. Just burn that for now. Oh, I could have actually done unstable charge. I don't know what I was thinking there. I guess I wasn't. I was just like, eh. Okay, so what is grit? Increases barrier gained by a little bit. I mean, that's not terrible. Let's just swing in for 50. I mean, my main thing is I can just be slow. Yeah, I love the fact that I can actually just slowly make my entire lineup cheaper. Okay, I get Cyber Shell back, give him debilitated. Let's see. I could hit him with both code slashes, but I think I'm just gonna keep discarding them. I guess that would have actually just killed him. Oh well. Overkill is important to me. Is it overkill? It is kind of overkill. Grid Simulator wasn't that much of a challenge. I think I'm ready to try the demo run. Alright, demo run. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so gloves are off. We can do whatever we want. Reduce trace by 2, shards. Okay, I can walk around, take a look. So we can choose a card, get some shards, rehash. I think I want to do... Does exploit always increase trace level? It does. So reveal connected cluster, obtain a scout probe, or just extract. No way I'm going to get a pair of hash keys here. Yeah, so hash key gate, activity gate, combat gate. Another hash key gate. I'm thinking... How many... Okay, 10% shards when extracting any nodes. How many of these would I have to pop open? Because I don't think I want to do exploit. How many of these would I have to pop open or exploit before it actually kind of hits a net neutral? I would have to open 11, functionally, for this to pay for itself. That's a lot. The only difference is if I did this one, like even just 2 of these, that would justify exploit. But I don't know if it's worth it, because I think I'd rather save my keys for rehash. So in that case, let's just extract shards. I'm sure there's some math on this one, and maybe there's going to be... It's going to be more obvious one way or another. Let's start combat. I'm curious about the scout probe, but that feels like a one-time use thing. Wait, didn't I just fight you? Oh, boy. I guess it's fine. This is the boss of the tutorial and it's the first enemy I have to fight. Okay. Men directive. Oh. Okay, and I could do the amped cyber shell, but I think we leave it. Okay, 40 damage on hit. Inflict exposed. I mean, I can just take my time with this one. Okay. I guess we might as well do amped code slash. And he's only doing 20 damage to me, so we can just draw a card, gain 2 clock. Oh. Draw another one. Unstable generator. Alas. Yeah, I think I'd still rather go for the thing that reduces the cost of cards. All things considered. 40 damage on hit. Inflicts exposed. Could do a Vim, but I think we just wait. Okay, so he's doing 25 damage. Can do amped cyber shell. Good enough. Oh, right, I was exposed. It's fine. Let's see. Not quite enough. Could draw a card, gain some clock. I think I'll just wait. Okay, he's got 60. Yeah, this shouldn't be able to stop me, so we're good. Okay, and I'm gonna have to remember to switch my commands around, because I really like this one. I could go either way on this. Farm actually could be quite good with optimize. But even then, my hands is kind of limited. guess I'm going to go with that one, because I might actually be able to do some fun bits with that. We get a hash key, so we can rehash to get a scout probe, reveal an area in the grid, reveal connected cluster, or we just extract. So gate breaker, unlock target gate, and can't rehash. Well, we can go through here. There's no reason to rush. Okay, so this guy is, every time you enter combat in this cluster, +1 trace. We've got a couple of combats. We can get a gate breaker or some other things. I can remove a card from repo, remove a card and upgrade a card, but that costs a lot of things. Obtain 2 hash keys, which is extremely good. Okay, and use all nodes in either cluster. So, hate to do this. I'm gonna use a hash key here. Because I want to rehash, but I also want to do some other things. So obtain some, oh, we have a gate watcher, so I can't come in until I've fought this guy. But that means I can get some more hash keys. So I'm going to rehash, get a boosted card with boosted rarity. So Nirvana Protocol. At the start of your turn, if you're at max Vim, gain 2 clock. That's okay. Double your feral, inflict 2 expose, decompile, or 15 damage for each other card that has / in the name. I don't hate it. That's not what I was hoping for, to be honest, but whatever. So I can reduce trace level by 2. Which actually is extremely silly because it increases my trace by 1, so we're just going to extract shards. But that did not open that up. Okay, that's fine. But this is open now. I'm just going to look around and try and accrue as much power as possible before I chuck myself into too many fights. So this one, every gate you open in this cluster, after the first one, gives extra trace. We can choose card with boosted rarity, we can remove a card, or remove and upgrade a card. I like the idea of the remove and upgrade, that gives me some options. What's this one do? Driver, choose a driver. Driver with boosted rarities. We need a lot of hashes, to be honest. Okay, fine. Let's start combat. It's just another trace level. Oh, it's one of these guys. I can work with that. Alright, so he's just gaining barriers, so we can just wail on him. Okay. He's gonna do 30 to me. I can wait on the alpha code slash. Because my goal is to take as little damage as I possibly can. Okay. So that is 80 damage flying my direction, which, yeah, not super happy about that. Here's a question. If I do that and amped Cyber Shell, I mean, it's kind of nice. It actually means that I can... Oh, because I was exposed. It's fine. He's just giving himself barrier again, so we can just wail on him. It means I can actually get around the getting rid of cards effect. This is 30 damage and is going to give me exposed. However, if things work out the way I was hoping, they did not. Yeah, I was really hoping I'd draw the bonus. Well, that's 40 damage right there. And maybe if I'd led with that, I would have been better. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, combat rewards. We do get a hash key. Once again, though... I mean, do we want to just choose a card? I think let's choose a card. We don't need the boosted rarity here. Generate Vim for every 2 grit you have. 50 damage, Feral applies to this 3 times, or Barrier gain amped. Sure. That's actually extremely good for me. So, start combat, driver with boosted rarity. Oh, but I can get in here now. Connect to surface. So I could go shopping, but I don't think I want to. I guess that 10% extra money might have been good. So reduce trace, get a gatebreaker, get some more money. Haven, restore integrity, get shards. Okay. Yeah, so in retrospect, we went for the 10%, the extra 10% now that I know there's quite a lot of these. I might hold on to that one because it's good heals. So choose a driver, driver with boosted rarity. So we actually have 2 drivers. That's a gate. What's this one? Gatebreaker, reduce trace by 2. Like, what's the point? It only reduces things by 1. And then yeah, every gate after the first. Icebreaker isn't terrible, actually. It would prevent me from taking a whole bunch of ice here. Let's see. Gatebreaker just opens things up. I guess let's just pop this open. Hey, I want to do that. Oh, but it's 4. Okay, well, let's go start combat. And, like, ultimately we might just end up having a bunch of alarm level by the end of this. As I get stronger, hopefully fights won't be as much of a problem, but we will see. Okay. End of his turn, 10 barrier, gaining 10 barrier. Well. Okay, so let's start with this. He's only swinging for, like, 39. We don't have too much to worry about. Also going for 39. Gonna hurt a smidge, isn't it? That's okay. That's not too much. We've got other healing nodes. Now it's doing 50. Alright, I'm just gonna discard that code slash. Barrier up. Hit him a little. Yeah, we do have a healing thing nearby, so it's not... I'm not in, like, the worst spot. Yeah, we'll be able to take him out. Yeah, the one problem with Optimize is it takes a long time to farm that one. And I think I should be able to just finish it off. There we go. Okay, combat rewards. Get another key. So do I want to choose a driver with a boosted rarity? Even. Restores a bit of integrity, so I can take another hit, at the very least. Gatebreaker, reduce trace. Yeah, this just disables a watch or a sentinel. Which is not the worst idea. Because there's 3 doors in here. And so I'd like to be able to open these gates. I wonder if they connect. No, that's a separate deal. I'm just going to figure out what we've got. So this one works off of doors again. Connect to surface. I'm going to wait on that one. I think I might just leave that there. Reduce trace by 2. We could try it. Yeah. So it is ultimately just a net 0. So that's upgrade a card, remove and upgrade a card. Start combat. Does have 100 shards on it. Yeah, my problem is I want to remove and upgrade cards. Okay, so it's this guy. I'm in a better spot. He's just gaining 40 barrier, isn't he? I think the best thing I could do is just probably beat on him. Okay, he's doing 30 damage. Nah. I want to take as little as possible going into this. And yeah, maybe the other... I think the other command, okay, good. The really expensive one is probably a little bit better. So this is 80 damage. I mean, yeah, we just tank it. Because then he doesn't hit me at all. And then he's back to gaining barrier. Toss that one. Because we don't need it right now. And we're good. Okay, that'll prevent me from taking 30 damage. Then if I can hit him with that, we should be able to take him out on the next round without taking a point of damage. Amped code slash gets the work done. Perfect. Okay, get some more money, get another hash key. So we've got a semi-reasonable supply of hash keys here. So I could upgrade a card. Yeah, you know what? We've got cards that I can upgrade at the moment. 21 damage per is very good. This one, 40 barrier, 2 amped. That's actually quite good. Considering how many of these just basic fights. Yeah, the enemy does like 40 damage, give or take. Okay, end of its turn, gains barrier. Gains barrier. Should be good enough. And turn. Alright, under Z-Bot, Cyber Shell. And do we just hit him with the amped code slash? Suppose. Kind of wasteful in retrospect, because that barrier goes away. Okay, so he's only doing 40 here, so we're kind of comfortable. Let's just toss one of those, reduce the cost. Because yeah, the cheaper everything is for me, the better. So he's just going for the 40 barrier. So we can kind of just chill. Okay, once again, 40. Toss a code slash. Yeah, I think this is fine, actually. As things get a little tougher, Optimize becomes a lot better. It really is for enemies with tons of health. Because, yeah, I can just slowly make everything extremely cheap. I'm going to need some better attacks cards here. But yeah, now I can do Cyber Shell for free, Code Slash for free. I guess I'm going to just pop that, get that out of there. Oh, I did that in the wrong order. Whatever. I've got... It's pretty easy for me to keep amped up. And so... I'm not too bothered by Vim. I could have killed it. Oh well. Let's see. Draw a card. There it is. And yeah, I don't have enough to discard a card from my hand, but that's okay. I also don't think we need to at this point. He's toast. More. No, cannot do. It's fine. Another hash key. So, the one thing I am thinking about with this is the remove a card and upgrade a card. Maybe we stop caring about that. Go for the rehash, the better rarity. Let's just remove a card. I'm probably just going to get rid of a basic Cyber Shell. So, the reason why maybe I don't care too much about the the hash keys. Oh, okay. That's manageable. I have so many other doors. Obtain... Oh, wait. Is that obtain 2 hash keys right there? Sick. Sure. Snag that. So, maybe I care about getting into that. Maybe I don't. But I definitely want to a driver with boosted rarity. Okay, so every time you play an attack card, gain Feral and Exposed. Start of your turn, generate 10 temp Vim. At the end of your turn, lose all Vim. Or Feral does not decay anymore. Okay, so that actually makes Roar and Feral generation in general amazing. So, I might want to go for... let's go for a common driver for the moment. I need those hash keys for other things, and maybe just getting a handful of basics is not a bad move. So, start of every combat, restore 15 integrity. Not bad. Every time you play generator card, generate an extra Vim, or start of your turn, generate 2 Vim. All of those are good. I think I'm going to go for the Men driver. That's actually going to save me some cash. Maybe. Alright. And let's fight this. Yeah. Like, the alarm level going up is probably going to be slightly annoying. While Cloak is online, Ice hides its intent. Rude. Well, I don't really have much else here. Okay. I mean, I think the easiest and best answer I mostly have... Oh, they have Cloak on the left. Yeah, best thing I can do, really, is just wail on that. Okay, and we don't want to get rid of that. Did that hurt me? No, it did not. Perfect. Okay, so if I do Ampt that, takes that out. They're giving themselves barrier, which actually makes this very easy. And let's discard a Cyber Shell. Make it free. Somebody definitely had some preferences when they made that sucker. Okay, 50 barrier again. A little tough to get through. Would I actually rather gain the Feral? I think so, since it never goes away. Optimize is nice, but becoming consistently more Feral every turn is pretty good. Reactivate Cloak, deal 20 damage. Let's just toss those two. Okay, so let's gain some Feral, go on Stable Charge. Do Cyber Shell. Probably just keep wailing on that sucker. Take out the Cloak. Deal 50 damage. If Cloak is a mine, deal more damage. Oof. Okay, could gain some more Feral, but let's go for a cheap Code Slash. Let's just burn that. Alright. Gain Feral, Unstable Charge. I think that might actually just take it out. Perfect. Okay, some more money, some more stuff. What does this one do? Haven. Restored Integrity. Silly part is, now I'm actually healing. So that's a spend a hash key, open this gate. Sure. What's this one? Disabling the Watcher in either cluster. Okay. But it looks like I might be able to open a door to get around. What does this one do? Intel, Scout Probe, another Haven. Choose a card, boosted card. Gatebreaker. Or Surface for money. Oh. Whoop. Just realized that's a bad one. Alright, end of the runner's turn. If at least one peripheral is online, ice does 10 damage per card in their hand. Okay, so that's real annoying. So now we have Alpha Code Slash. I mean, I might as well break the antler. Okay, so I'm still going to take some damage here. Not quite happy about that, but that's okay. Do I want to gain Feral? I should probably do the Amped Cyber Shell first. Take no damage here. Let's see. Gain some Feral, I suppose. And then I think I'll just wait. Yeah, so this sucker is going to be a little tricky. I guess I'll lead with Amped Code Slash, because that takes out his antlers. Do 30 damage to me. How much clock do I have? Not much. Do I just wail on him? I think I'm just going to gain the Feral for now. Okay. 10 damage per card in hand. Cyber Shell. Easy. Like, oddly enough, the Wendigo is kind of manageable as long as I focus on taking out its buddy. Let's toss that one. Get the charge. Just keep wailing on it. Because it's not that the Wendigo gets any stronger, whereas I assuredly do. Gain 60 barrier, apply overloaded. Okay. Just reduce the cost on that. I'm just playing the long game here. Okay, overloaded. Generator cards cost 1 extra this turn. That's fine. Become Feral. Well, I could use my generator here. I don't really need to. Okay, Thunderbot. Feral. Unstable charge. Guess he's not really going to hit me here. At least not for enough damage to be a threat. You could definitely use some AoEs. Cyber Shell. Code Slash. Make something cheap. Go for the barrier. I'm just going to toss another one of these. Make it free. Hit him. I'm pretty sure if I actually focused on him, I could probably take him out faster. But I mean, I guess the one thing is we can just wail on him. He does damage scaled on... let's get rid of that one. I don't know what tag does, but I don't want to mess with it. Because he does bonus damage based on how many cards are in my hand. But if I have no cards in my hands, do I need to care anymore? Discard that one, and we're good. And the perpetual amped scaling is extremely goofy. Alright, he's toast. There he goes. All right, combat rewards, get some good stuff. So I need cards. We go for a card with a boosted rarity. Oh, but it's blocked by the combat watcher. Scout probe, connected cluster. Could connect to the surface. Also combat watcher. Really? Interesting. It won't let me access some of these. Or no, it will. Just not this for some reason. Odd. Yeah, connected cluster, get the money. Restore 120 integrity. I'm feeling kind of fine. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. I think it's time that we go to the surface. An icebreaker wouldn't be a terrible idea either. But let's see what I can buy. Oh, there's one. Hold up, what else do we have? Oh, that increases threat. Might not be a bad idea, though. So I could buy hash keys, cost reducer. Start of combat, generate some extra vim, gate breaker. End of turn, if you have at least 80 barrier, gain 2 grit. It's kind of good. Barrier, if you have grit, also gain clock. Quite good. We have completion bonuses as well for buying a bunch of things. Let's see. I think I'm not keen on a lot of these. I'm going to buy the icebreaker because that's going to give me some options. Gatebreaker, yeah, it's okay. Buy the reroller. Every time you play a generator card, generate an extra vim. Start of combat, gain 2 feral. I do like that. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have enough money to get this sucker. What else do we have access to? Cost of adjacent items. Otherwise, I could actually buy a couple of hash keys. I don't hate the extra hash keys. Those give me some options. Oh, and that costs 2. Yeah, I think I'll pass. And yeah, I can't fit more. So, exit surface. So, that would get me access to 3 doors. This would only give me access to 2. So, yeah. Let's kill the gate watcher. Because now we get access to 3 gates. Unless these both connect to the same room. They do not. I appreciate how open-ended this is. It gives me some options. Wish icebreakers were a little bit more common, but that's okay. Alright. So, big downer here mostly boils down to there's a lot of stuff going on. Scout probe, can't do that one. Can't do that one. Can't do that one. So, unfortunately, I've kind of exhausted my available options without doing a fight. What's this one? Every time you extract. Okay, so just don't extract in this room and we're good. That should be easy. Hashtag. Yeah, the rehash there is an option. Card with boosted rarity. Could exploit. So this one, unfortunately, it scales off of fights. And this one scales off of extracts. Got a pair of libraries. Could get some icebreakers here. So the main problem is I have a hash key that I should spend. I guess let's pick up a gatebreaker. It was this one. I opened that gate. What is this one? Oh. Probably should have done that a long time ago. This one's pretty mild. So get an icebreaker, connect to surface, get some money. It's okay. Boosted card with boosted rarity. Would like to upgrade some of my cards. Let's go with the boosted rarity. And I'd really like to remove some cards. Start of your turn, if you're a max Vim, gain clock, and 90 damage costs less for every clock. 1 less clock for every 3 feral you have. Decompile. Or 30 damage to all targets, gain 2 feral. Yerp. Brutal Mauling. And... Tragically for me, this is one that gives trays for fighting. Do I want to exploit? No. Like half of my money comes from not extracting. I'm gonna actually leave that. That's one of our only shops. No, we got a couple of shops. What is this one? Combat Gate. Okay. I can go in here at the very least. We'll have to fight. This will raise the alarm level, but I can manage. Okay, there we go. So Brutal Mauling, 30 damage, deal 20 damage to fuel tank. Deal 100 damage to all. Oh, shit. Okay, so this sucks. For me. Well, I'd like to do Brutal Mauling right now. Yeah, so the problem is I haven't scaled that well. 80 damage. Yeah, that I don't have enough powerful cards. You know, I've got Thunderbot here. That gives me a little bit. Oh, it boosted its damage somehow. That's tragic. Let's get rid of that one. And yeah, I rely very much on running the long game here. Which means that 100 damage to all is going to be extremely painful. Oh, upgrade all ice subroutines. Oh. Let's let it blow up then. Because yeah, that fuel tank was making it stronger. Didn't even need to do that. Okay, 55 barrier. I'm not going to be able to kill it. It is 100% going to harm me pretty bad here. At least we have the ability to go heal, but I honestly might not survive. Yeah, these things just do that much more damage to me. I'm just gonna optimize that one. That was kind of the goal. Yeah, like, I think I'll be able to kill it. 91 damage. Wasn't enough for Brutal Mauling. At least I don't take any damage from that, but, maybe kind of needed to. See if I survive this one. Okay, we're good. We survive it. But if that becomes the norm, we are very much in trouble here. Okay, at least we got that door open, and I can come over here and restore 120 integrity. I don't have enough hash keys for more. At least we've got a couple of these sitting around. And I'm not going to be blasé about that anymore. Choose a card? Yeah. I mean, we have to. Problem is I also need to remove cards. Max Vim 90 damage. Stray's Ambush is great. Use a command this turn, gain a clock, 30 damage, 6 feral, gain a clock. I mean, that's easier. Could exploit, could do some things. Render, give me an icebreaker, get some hash keys. Icebreaker might not be a bad move. So, yeah, the main issue is mostly I need the icebreaker if I want to get in there. So let's just exploit, get a little bit more. Start combat. Yeah, unfortunately that trace going up is rough. Okay, so I've only got Feral 2 at the moment. And this is a better version of that, guys. Let's start with that. Code slash. Code slash. Just give myself the Feral, because I want to get to the point where I can use Stray's Ambush for free. More than free. Okay, he's just doing 30 damage. Yeah, the problem is I've only picked up attack moves here. He's about to shoot me for 120 damage. I can block. Barely any of that. Yeah, so I can handle the first, like, 2 alert levels, but then after that, we're kind of hosed. And that's fine. You know, I wasn't really expecting to win here. It also seems like there's some amount of meta progression that I'm kind of missing. Let's see. Discard Brutal Mauling. I think part of it is also maybe needed some more drivers. There's a lot of things that I maybe absolutely needed more of. Let's see. And not enough for the amped Cyber Shell. Could give myself some more Feral, but it's moot. Yeah, it's like all of my HP. And who knows? I think I can kill him. But the fact that I lost more than half a total health bar just fighting a regular enemy is real stanko. So I could exploit it. 200 shards? Sure, I'll pick it up. Because I need the icebreaker pretty bad, but not at the moment. Because we have a big shop here. So let's connect to surface, see if I can buy something. Again, don't think I can do too much. If there were ways that I could manage my trace better, I think I would have been happy. Barrier, draw a card. I do like the Adonis ad blocker and Hoplite, both are good. Minor commands 2 times per turn. Start of each combat, inflict debilitated targets. We have 12... Oh, start of your turn if you have Feral, gain clock. Unfortunately, none of this is healing. What is the Scout Pro? Oh, right. Just reveals an area on the grid. Yeah, I don't have enough money to buy all of these. I guess let's buy the pair of icebreakers. That gives me some options. Grab the Adonis ad blocker. And then probably the hash keys. Hoplite's not a terrible idea, but I've got a lot of purely offensive moves. Okay, so now I can potentially get into some of these. This one specifically. Okay, so now I can get into that room comfortably. I can get over here. Could get another icebreaker, maybe. Something to think about. Unfortunately, I'm probably just going to die entering any of these rooms. I mean, yeah, let's go in here. Problem is, yeah, only 41 HP. Not confident in inspiring. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm toast. At least I will be the one to do myself in. Get wrecked, me. Well, that was fun, still. I wonder if there's kind of meta progression. So, 5 characters in campaigns, narrative events, progression, and unlockables. I thought so. New node types, in-run missions, more content. Yeah, the main reason why I was kind of like, I don't think I'm going to make it is one, we just never found the boss room. But very specifically, there's these skills here and maybe some other stuff, and it just felt like I was missing some aspects. I think the other one is very much, yeah, I should have been going for more new cards, upgrades, and removals. And maybe I was waiting around a little bit too much to get some things. I think also going for the library exploits might be a good idea, though honestly increasing trace by X amount is actually really painful. That once you get up to even alarm level 3, the game becomes kind of unmanageable because the enemies do that too much damage. And it's fine. Anyway, I guess I'm going to say at this point that if you want to play the Into the Grid demo, just follow the link in the description below. Huh. Why did my, oh, out of combat, the health tracker changes size. I was like, wait a second, I'm covering too much of this. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, if you want to play the Into the Grid demo yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's a genuinely, like, one of the better roguelike deck builders I've played in a while. Like, the freeform exploration element of it and kind of the economy that comes with it. You know, managing your trace, your alarm level, and trying not to let that get too high while you're trying to find the boss room. Unfortunately, that does also lead to aimless flailing and hoping to find that boss room, and then yeah, if you can't, you're toast, and that's no good. Anyway, it's fine. I'm sure I'll get better at it, and once this game actually comes out, I'll put some time into potentially mastering it. But for now, at least, once again, yeah, if you want to play the Into the Grid demo, just follow the link in the description below. It's good. It's worth it. And yeah, maybe you'll be able to get a lot further than I am. Maybe there's progression systems that I was missing, or who knows what. Or the game is just hard as nails. Could be that too. But for now, I guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. Well, for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.